Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another exciting, I hope, discussion today. Another Minecraft discussion on all things well-being. Remember, Minecraft is about becoming the boss of your brain. That is the brand. I gotta remember to say that. It's about becoming the boss of your brain, because thoughts come first, then feelings, and then behavior. So that's so important. So it's super important to what we're talking about today, because what I want to talk about is your belief system. I'm not talking about politics and all that. I mean, that actually feeds in, but that's not the point today. In general, how we believe about ourselves and other whatever, our beliefs are just thoughts that we keep thinking over and over and over in a repeated pattern. So obviously that can work for us or against us. And we've also been talking about the vault, right? We've been talking about little G's up there. Let's see if we can see him in the background. There he is. Come on, G. So we've been talking about the vault, meaning the unconscious, right? And so a lot of people, can have things to say about Freud. He's definitely a little outdated. However, and he more than likely smoked enough cocaine to knock over a horse. That said, nobody can dispute the work he's done, with sort of the discovery of the unconscious mind, or maybe the discovery of the power of the unconscious mind. That's a better way to say it, because about roughly 96% of everything we say and do all day long, we're not really aware of where it's coming from. Think about how scary that is, right? So the unconscious mind is driving the bus. So that, in our unconscious mind, there lies our belief system, right? So thoughts can also work for us or against us. Thoughts are basically like the appetizer to our belief system. And what we believe is how our life unfolds. That's why this is so freaking huge. If you think you're going to make changes in your life, yet think the same thoughts that you do all day long, which leads to the same beliefs, you're not changing anything. It's just not going to happen. Beliefs are huge, because they are what reprogram the hard drive. So whatever's in there now is you're going to keep just doing that until you change it. So interestingly, okay, so thoughts are like the appetizers to the belief system. So you'll hear two different things. You'll hear we are what we think, which Buddha said, and I'm reiterating because it's true. Thoughts are first, feelings second, and actions or behaviors third. So an example is you can't feel anxious if you don't think anxious thoughts first. It's just not possible. Think about it. I'll say to my students, if you remove Melissa's brain with kindness and anesthesia, right, and you put her lovely, very brilliant brain in a jar of formaldehyde on the shelf over there, what is Melissa feeling? Answer, nothing, because there's no brain. So thoughts first, feelings second, action or behaviors third, even if it's milliseconds. So we are what we think. And then you also hear from Eckhart Tolle, who I love, John Kabat-Zinn, who I love and adore, that we are not our thoughts. Also true, and they sound like, ooh, they can't both be true, because they sound so opposite. Well, they're not opposite, really, because we are what we think means we are what we think as far as the thoughts we allow to stick. Thoughts are like bubbles. John Kabat-Zinn would say, like bubbles. Picture a little kid blowing bubbles. Anxiety thoughts are just going away, and that's a good time to say, oh, that's not me. That's just my anxiety talking. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, so in that way, we are not our thoughts. The average person, Wayne Dyer was talking about this today, the average person thinks about 60,000 thoughts in one day. Imagine, he was talking about the gaps in between, which is a video for another time. But the thing is, we are not our thoughts in that way. We are what we think in the thoughts we allow to stick. So when I do things with anxiety and talk to students about anxiety, I explain to them that it's just like giving a dog a biscuit, or better yet, a prime rib. Because whenever we let that what if thinking, like what if I don't like my major, what if I don't graduate, what if I do graduate, my parents don't like the job I get, what if I do graduate and I don't make enough money, I can't be independent, what if I do graduate and don't get a job at all, or for the season crew, what if I can't save enough for retirement, what if I'm stuck in this dead-end job forever, what if I can't get another job since I lost the one I had, what if. Each and every time we run that drill through our head, and we find it, because the brain wants to please us like a golden retriever. Right, baby? Yes, dear Giovanni. The brain wants to please us. There's a duality to us. There's like the observer self and the self we're talking to, right? We were saying, oh, I was thinking about it. Thinking there's like two people thinking about that myself, or whatever. It's like a duality. And so that is how we are what we think, okay? So when we I just lost my train. Never mind, I'm back. Okay. So when we allow the what if thinking, the what if I don't retire, what if I can't find a partner, what if I'm stuck with this relationship and it's not doing it for me, it's not satisfying, or it's unhealthy, or whatever, each and every time we find those thoughts we repeat over and 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 over. Get the point, the pattern, okay? It's annoying to me to say it. It must be annoying to hear it. And that's, the brain loves that. So when we do that, it's like giving golden retriever a prime rib when you find the self-deprecatory, I said that, okay, words, okay, when you find the what if words, or if you're a catastrophizer, you know, playing out every possible worst case scenario, whenever you find those scenarios, just relive that yesterday, we're going to be ready, right? Whenever we do that, it's reinforcing, the worry circuit just reinforces. So if we allow that, and we're rewarding that, we become those thoughts. We are those thoughts. Because it really is true. I think I said it in a few videos ago. There is no stress in the world. Only people thinking stressful thoughts. That's just a fact. Same thing with anxiety. Same thing with all of it. Anxious thoughts can only happen if we think them first. So the beliefs, here come the beliefs, okay? So, and it can be a heavy lift if you've been allowing that feedback loop for a while, definitely. But really what we need to work on is catching ourselves when we're in that, you know, all the ways, we're counting all the ways we're not enough, and what Aunt so-and-so's been saying about us since we were 6, and we can't sing. We have to catch ourselves and then do a lot of repetition. First of all, we have to stop the negative. Stop, like a stop sign. Literally, starve the monster, okay? Just say, oh, there goes that feedback loop again, okay? Stop and replace it with something positive, as hard as that is. And it might be a heavy lift for a while, but remember, whatever we practice, we inevitably get good at. And bonus is that, just like anything else, soccer, playing the guitar, cooking, skiing, whatever, once we practice it enough, the maintenance isn't as much. It gets easier. And so in order to change the vault, you've got to change what you're consciously thinking, what's coming to the surface. Got to change it. And the way to really change all of this too is to be aware of how you feel, because remember, they come second. So if you're feeling anxious, explore that. What's ripping through my head, maybe even when I'm sleeping. If you're thinking not enough, like, what's going on in the vault that I'm feeling? And shame is a real flag, okay? If I'm feeling shame, that intense, toxic, just horrible, just excruciating emotion, for me it sits like right here. Question, where that's coming from the vault. I need to figure this out so I can talk back to it. I am enough. I am lovable. I am worthy. I am intelligent. I am beautiful. I am a good singer. I'm not. What's to say? That's your thing, right? We all have our strengths. And talk back to it, because that's the only way you're going to see any positive changes in your life, is by working on the thoughts, which reboot the hard drive, just like a computer. They become your belief system, and then you watch your life just unfold before your eyes. And as mentioned, I can't push the gratitude journal enough, because the universe, God, for me, source, creator of all things, higher power, whatever, responds really well to gratitude. And we talked about the Tetris effect and the whole pattern thing. If you didn't see that, go back and watch, because it's really important. After about 21 days, on average, it takes for a habit to shift. So I am grateful for, need those words, I am grateful for, okay? And then three, and I do it in the morning. I think it's better, but if you're a night person, whatever. Usually it's better, I think, when you kick off the day like that, but at the end it's still good. And then what you can do to add to that, I actually did that all day. I think it was yesterday. Something just kind of irritated me, and I was like, I started just out loud in the Jeep. You know, now you don't look like you're talking to yourself that much, because people have earbuds and headphones, and so you can't tell I'm talking to myself. Not that I really give a fat rat's ass what anybody thinks anyway. But I was like, thank you that I have this gorgeous Jeep named Oprah. Thank you that it runs. Thank you. I went health, eyesight, everything's great. Okay. Thank you that I have 2 of our kids home right now visiting, and it just starts just rattling off the gratitude, and it really starts to kick that into gear. Okay, thoughts first, feelings second, actions or behaviors third. Then when we catch the thoughts, we replace and repeat with positive affirmations. They then reboot the vault, reboot your brain, right? Rewire it to change your whole belief system. Okay, and lastly, be patient with yourself. Anything worthwhile takes time, it takes risk and effort. Okay, excellent. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from the gorgeous Notch in northern Vermont. Have a mindful day.